Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel The United Road, and in today's video I will be talking about our game against Aston Villa, the problems which we can face against them, the players which we should be worried about, and the playing 11 which United can put out against them. So what do we expect from this game? After, I won't say a dismal performance against West Ham in the Carabao, we did play well, we had chances but we were wasteful, and they had their moments and they converted. So that's how the game was. In this game, however, with all the senior players and all the starting players coming back to the team, I expect that United will come back with a much stronger approach. And I hope the United fans are disappointed with this team because we start slow. It's the complaint of every United fan, and it's absolutely right. We start the game way too slow, and that puts us into a situation where we have to try extra hard or go out all out attack in the second half where we are vulnerable to the counter attack. So we have to start the game in a nice way, we have to start the game in a dominating way where we can just try to get the first goal and then set the tempo of the match according to our team. Sometimes we do come up with 2 or 3 goals, but most of the times it's the extra pressure of either conceding a goal or not able to score a goal early against certain low blocks team which hinder our progress throughout the game. So that's the first thing that we should have a look at, that we got to go out, make a statement, have a head start. If we can do that and if we can get OT into the game very soon, it's going to be a cakewalk for us. Apart from that, I don't see that how we cannot win this game with the firepower we have. Second point, the players.
Aston Villa is not a small team anymore.
Not a small team anymore in the way that they have invested nicely in the last few years. Although they have lost Grealish this year, but they have also bring in firepower in terms of Bundia, Danny Ings, and also Leon Bailey. So they have replaced Grealish nicely, and we have seen that in the last game they won the game 3-0 against Everton, which is not an easy task to do. So the 3 players which I think is very dangerous with Aston Villa right now is, first of all, Danny Ings. He is one striker who has scored against us in the past and who is a physical one. Never forget, he's got a brilliant finish and he was absolutely stunning for Southampton in the last season and even a season before that. So going into this game, we will have to make sure that Danny Ings is kept quiet throughout the game, and if we can do that, that's half the battle won. Second one, Emilio Buendia. He is one of those guys who was the king of Norwich, you can say. He was involved in everything and he's still settling into the Premier League, but he looks like a certain steal for Aston Villa, and I can really see that he can make an impact with his runs, with his trickery, and his passing is absolutely phenomenal. So we will have to cut the supply lines from Buendia to their forwards. Third player is Ings' strike partner Watkins. Watkins was absolutely phenomenal last season. He hasn't started that well in this campaign so far, but he is one player that can turn on the magic on any given day. So those 2 strikers and the number 10 behind them, these 3 guys we should keep an eye on, because the attack we have, the likes of players which we are having right now, we should score a goal, and Aston Villa's defense is not that great, but they do pose a potent threat when they come out to attack. So these are the 3 players for me which we should be worrying about, and if we can keep them quiet, it's like game, set and match for us. Moving on to the next segment is how I see Ole lining up against Aston Villa on Saturday. He made 11 changes in the Carabao Cup and we lost narrowly 1-0. We should have won the game or just taken into penalties, but we were very wasteful. So we will have to see how that loss is shaken off and we go out and attack Aston Villa. For this game, my team, I see another 11 changes coming, and why I see that, because the entire back 5 will absolutely be changed. We will have De Gea back in goal, Bissaka as right back, we will have Maguire and Varane partnership back, as well as Luke Shaw. In the middle of the park, I see Pogba and McTominay starting this game. But then we have seen in the past that Ole prefers McFred, and this game can be the same. And when I said I see 11 changes in the game, I do see Sancho dropping onto the bench and Pogba, as left wing again. Right will be handled by Mason. At number 10, it would be Bruno Fernandes and Ronnie as our striker. But in case we don't start with McFred, I see Sancho at left and a midfield partnership of Pogba and McTominay. And I think that we should go with that partnership instead of putting Sancho on the bench, because although he played 90 minutes, we got to keep playing him in order to get him back in the form. And once when he starts fighting,
It's going to be mayhem for the opposition's teams.
because with his trickery, his pace, his dribbling, and the crosses he can put for Ronaldo, it's gonna be absolutely amazing to watch as a United fan. So this was it for the video, guys. I am not taking it very long. I have just done a short analysis of the game on how I think that we should go with. In case you are coming onto this channel for the very first time, do drop a like and subscribe, and I hope that you enjoy the content which I am putting, and I really need your supports in terms of achieving the dreams that I have with this channel, for the United fans, with the United fans. Thank you.